Hello there.
So we actually have some pretty big news coming out for Marvel. The Marvel leaks have been so damn dry for the past month or so. It's been hard to find anything to report on or talk about in the realm of pop culture in terms of Marvel, but we have some decent Marvel leaks coming out here in the last few days on Reddit. We're going to get into it in this video, talk a little bit about the Hulk and what the future of the Hulk is going to be. If you enjoy my content, consider subscribing. And yeah, let's get into these leaks, guys. Let's talk about it. Okay, so before we immediately just jump into the stuff about the Hulk, we're going to trace this tweet back from My Time to Shine Hello. So they actually quote tweeted, "Can we get some toast?" And this goes back about 3 tweets or so. It said that Kevin Feige always knew that Chris Evans, RDJ, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, and Jeremy Renner would all eventually leave as the MCU progressed. Marvel had a plan. They're like, we know we're losing our varsity players. We know they're leaving. So they're seating in Paul Rudd and Benedict Cumberbatch. They put Chadwick Boseman in a really prominent, important place. They put Brie Larson in. So that's an interesting quote there. I think that honestly, Marvel has really just jumped the shark. It's not even the fact that they're introducing these other Avengers and putting them in lead roles in that sense, right? Because I would like to see them just recast the original Avengers and do the MCU more in the style of the 007 universe, where they just kind of recast 007, they keep on moving and pretend that nothing happened. I would have preferred to see that. Maybe Marvel takes a break for 5 years or 10 years and comes back with a new Iron Man or a new Captain America, or whoever ends up leaving, and just keep the Marvel universe going that way so we can have all of our characters connected. Because one way or another, we're going to lose the actors versus them trying to rotate the roster of the Avengers, right? Because the roster of the Avengers has always rotated, but there's always been pillars of the Avengers, like Thor, like the Hulk, like Iron Man. These characters have usually always been in the Avengers, other than smaller subsets of teams. I would have much rather seen them do that with the MCU, but that's not the route that they went. They went with shuffling the roster, and it hasn't really turned out for the best as we've seen in the last few years. The last few Marvel movies have been really, really rough. The Marvels looks really bad in my personal opinion. I know there's some people out there that are hyped for it.
We can't do this alone. We need Captain Marvel.
Not cool. Not fucking cool. You have no fucking idea how not fucking cool that shit is.
But Marvel's just in a tough spot, and on top of shuffling the roster of Avengers, changing up the characters that we know and love, and handing mantles around, they're doubling down by pushing out tons and tons of content to where even people like me, who have been following Marvel since the very beginning, can't even keep up. So that's kind of where I'm at with this tweet here. So they responded to themselves. This is kind of an extension of their first tweet, so this is kind of part 2. They said, Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner / Hulk is a bit of a different story. Kevin Feige is conscious of how the rights situation with Hulk always kept him as more of a supporting character rather than one of the mains. With everything Marvel has set up in She-Hulk and Captain America Brave New World, there's definitely a plan in place for more Hulk in the MCU's future. That's something that's good to read. It's good to know that Bruce Banner's Hulk will be continuing and will be having a concrete future in the MCU. Now, they said something similar about Avengers Infinity War, pretty much that the Hulk was going to have a proper arc leading up to Avengers Endgame, going from Thor Ragnarok to Avengers Infinity War to Avengers Endgame, and that was supposed to be like their version of a solo Hulk arc because of course they didn't have the rights to the character at that time.
So Marvel brought me in before we shot this, and they said, if you had a standalone Hulk movie, what would it be? And I said, it'd be this and this and this, and then this happened, and it ended like that. And they said, how about we take that and we stretch that over the next 3 movies as your characters and Hulk character arc? And I said, that's great. And that's what we've been doing. So I will get a standalone Hulk movie, and we will work around Universal, and we'll do it in 3 movies instead of 1 movie. So take that, Universal. Now what are you gonna do? You could have had a piece of this, but no, we haven't done it.
Universal still had the rights to make Hulk solo movies, so they were in a bit of a pinch, and that was their way of telling a Hulk story, but it didn't turn out too good. So we're going to see how things end up going here, and I know things are going to probably end up leading toward World War Hulk, and this is where My Time to Shine Hello comes in. So they went in and quote tweeted both of those tweets, and they said, we are getting a solo Hulk movie, and Hulk will be in Kang Dynasty. That's what My Time to Shine Hello said on October 15th at 3:36 a.m. So that solo Hulk movie, now there's just no say whether that's going to be a World War Hulk project or not. I'm thinking it probably will be, and I'm really hoping we do, because Hulk deserves a proper film, but he deserves a film done right and with proper writers and directors that know what they're doing, not the way that Marvel has been recently. They've got to change course if they're going to make a solo Hulk movie, a World War Hulk movie, and do it right, because World War Hulk is certainly not anywhere in the vein of any of the recent socially progressive story arcs. The World War Hulk is definitely not like that, but we'll see how they implement it. There have been certain leaks talking about World War Hulk having multiple different versions of the Hulk in that movie as well, and it being something more complicated than the original comic story. And we know that's what the Marvel Cinematic Universe does. So we're going to see what happens here. You guys comment down below. Let me know what you think about these recent developments of the Hulk's story in the MCU. It seems like Marvel is hearing what people are saying about the Hulk and wanting the Hulk to go back to the Savage Hulk that we know and love from the comics. Comment down below what you guys think. Stay tuned for info on my giveaway, and for this video, that's all I got, guys. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.